LawrenceHits.com. Good morning. It's Jaywalks broadcasting live from Quail Run Elementary School on the west side of Lawrence. And joining us in the Quail Run Elementary School outdoor studio this morning,
that's right,
courtesy of 23rd Street Brewery, Michael Kuntz is the principal. And this is your first year.
It is. It's my first year here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's just been a blast. Kids are great, staff's great, community's great. I've been a principal before, actually stepped away from that for about an 8-year period, and I'm back. So I'm really happy to be back in this kind of role and working with kids and staff again.
So how did you decide to become an educator, and how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, well, so when I was in college, I started out actually with engineering and Spanish, and calculus and I were not good friends, and I knew all along that education, it was in my bloodline, and I just denied it for a semester. So I immediately switched over to secondary education, language arts, and psychology, and did that for a 5-year period. I taught over at Gardner Edgerton at the high school level. Got my administrative degree and then went to the middle level to be a principal and loved that. Then spent the last 8 years with an amazing organization called Greenbush that helps districts all across the state. But really wanted to get back into a building, back into the weeds, and so happy to be back.
What's it like to work with 5 to 10-year-olds? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more?
5 to 11 or so.
5 to 11,
It's awesome. I have kids of my own who go here, twin boys. So I think being a parent helped me build a little bit of street cred to be at the elementary level. And even though every kiddo is different, we love them just the same. It's really neat to just watch them grow. And, you know, when you step into our school, all of the kindergarten classes are together, first, second, and it kind of works their way around the building. And it's just neat developmentally to see the differences day and night between K and 5, physically, social, emotionally, behaviorally even, and it's really neat to watch them grow, and we know we have a huge part to do in making that happen.
Where does the name Quail Run come from?
Sure, so as I understand it, we're in our 31st year as a building. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary, and as is all things West Lawrence, where we are right now used to be farmland and country. And so as this school was built and as Lawrence 30 years ago started moving west, there were mornings where deer and all kinds of wildlife could be seen, and I think that's where we know the name stuck, Quail Run.
Okay, so does that mean that there's a bird that is the mascot for the school?
There is.
So what is the mascot's name?
We do not actually have, to my knowledge, an official name for our mascot. That might be a contest we need to do to name it. And our amazing PTO already has some ideas about possibly working through the process of getting a Quail Run mascot costume.
Oh, that would be so cool.
So a naming ceremony might be on deck for that.
You just might have to call it Q.
We might.
You might?
We might.
Yeah, or QR.
I'm sure we'll probably leave it up to the students to create some choices, and we'll vote.
And you can just imagine what those drawings will look like, because they'll all have to draw the Quail Run mascot.
Absolutely.
Is there a chant? Because, you know, we've interviewed a lot of elementary schools in the district, and some of them have a chant or a motto. What is yours?
Well, we do every morning inside of our airlock areas. We're waiting for school to start. We try and start the day off with some kind of cheer. So sometimes it's I say quail, you say run, and we repeat that.
Right.
Sometimes we do a little bit of maybe a quail call, like a whoop whoop. So sometimes we do that. So we're still finding our way, and we'll settle in on a once and for all cheer, hopefully this year or next.
What's the biggest challenge that you face here at Quail Run?
Yeah, we probably the biggest one is we are seeing growth in our building, and we have an amazing staff, whether they're experienced over the 30-year mark or whether they're brand new. Our class sizes are creeping up a little bit to the mid-20s, and that can create a challenge, and we're trying to meet the needs of every kid every day. Lawrence provides great resources for staff and for students, but we could always use more, and that's probably where we're at in terms of challenges. But we will work as a team, as a building, and we'll work as a team, as a district, and we'll work as a team, as a community to solve those challenges.
If you want the audience to remember one thing about Quail Run Elementary School, what would that be?
Every day we're here to love and teach kids.
It's just as simple as that.
It is.
Michael Kuntz is in his first year as the principal at Quail Run Elementary School on the west side. We thank you for being here, and you've been watching and listening to LawrenceHits.com.